Hello, everyone, and welcome back to PHEONIX. Today, we're watching a death battle. Phoenix vs. Raven, Marvel vs. DC, the newest and the latest death battle as the time of this recording. It came out a day ago. Hi, everyone. How you doing? I like to stay on top of things sometimes. Other times, not so much. Here is the vibes. I'm going to play some inside baseball with you, all right? Let's play some let's talk shop. I record things for one of two reasons. One of three reasons. One, short. So I can pop out content. I can have 3 days of content filmed in like an hour. That makes me feel great because then I don't have to worry. It's like those are like your ERBs, your meat canyons, where it's like yeah, we hit our monetization mark. We're vibing. All right, we're good. I'm entertaining. I'm doing what I got to do. I don't have to worry. Then we have our shows that we want to watch because they're fun to watch, but they're hard because you got to be on your A game. Those are like your I don't really know. They're not hard to watch. That's kind of like a Fate or a Madoka where it's like it takes a little bit more analysis. It takes a little bit more brain power to really see what's going on. That's where that goes. And then we have our fun. All right? Then we have our fun and easy. Fun and easy is Phoenix vs. Raven. Fun and easy is Camp, is Red versus Blue, where I could shut my brain off, enjoy the day, maybe talk about something if I feel like it, but ultimately I'm sitting back, I'm relaxing, I'm talking no jutsuing, and I'm just vibing. So let's jump into BetterHelp, even though I still think it's a dog shit service. I said it, fight me, I use ThriveWorks, fuck off BetterHelp. If that's the way that I get the ThriveWorks sponsorship, I want everyone to know that that is awesome. They never will, but if they could, that'd be cool.
Sponsored by...
Okay, perfect. Now, before we get started, who do I think's winning? I don't know. I really have no bearing or no idea who is stronger in terms of the Phoenix Force or Raven. My gut is telling me the Phoenix. Because it's the Phoenix Force. It's killed all the mutants or some shit. My gut's telling me Phoenix Force.
Jean Grey, the
Is there a reason
marvelous
why
Phoenix
this is so
of...
low? First off, I guess keep captions on. Yeah, why is it so low?
the X-Men.
There
Raven,
we go.
the Azarathian demon witch of the Teen Titans.
If absolute power corrupts absolutely, in our quest to contain the
Favorite
beast
X-Men
within,
movie?
we may well be consumed by...
So, I know it's not up, but you could see the X-Men Last Stand. I've seen X-Men Last Stand about 20 times. I have never seen the first movie fully, and I've never seen X2 ever. I'm gonna be real with you, I've only ever seen X-Men 3 The Last Stand.
Bird battle time! Baka! He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In Greek mythology, the majestic phoenix bursts into flames upon its death, then rises from its own ashes. It's a
Okay.
symbol of nature, rebirth, the dawning and setting of the sun, the beginning and end of life.
A cycle poor Jean Grey was thrown into.
Wait, do they have Greek mythology in Marvel? They have Norse, or they're the Norse gods. Why does Marvel have it where they're all of these pantheons exist? I feel like that's a lot going on. I thought DC was the Greek pantheon.
Way too young when her best friend was struck by a car right in front of her.
Just like a phoenix, the trauma of Annie's death was the start of something new. Her mutant power of
God.
telepathy. In Annie's fleeting moments, Jean bonded with her mind, and they experienced her death together.
By the way, Jean was 10
Enter Professor Charles Xavier,
That's
who
gonna
hoped to
hurt.
help Jean through her trauma.
and was also a telepath. He taught Jean how to control her ex-Jean.
Full name: Jean Elaine Gray Summers, alias Phoenix Marvel Girl. Height 5'6". She's a tall glass. Weight 130 pounds. Damn. Omega level mutant. Teams: X-Men, X-Factor, X-Force, Hellfire Club. Why is telepathy such a strong power? Is it because you can ruin somebody's mind? Or you can control them? Like, what makes telepathy so strong? I couldn't... If someone was like, oh, they're really strong, I wouldn't think telepathy. I really
and she
wouldn't.
used her powers to find other troubled mutant kids around the country.
Thus, the first iteration of these marvelous mutant superheroes was born, the X-Men.
Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, and of course, Marvel Girl. We can workshop that name.
Yeah,
Jean's potential
lame
as a
name.
telepath was incredible, so far beyond Xavier's, in fact, that he installed psionic blocks in her mind to limit her full power. At least
Why?
until she was mature enough to wield it safely.
She can
that
read
makes
and
sense.
control thought.
Telepathy Omega level. Okay. Telekinesis Alpha level. I guess these matter. She can do astral projection, extrasensory perception, illusions, mind reading, memory manipulation, psionic absorption, psionic weapons, matter manipulation, psionic barriers, and transmutations. I disagree.
Communicate telepathically, rewrite and erase memories, manipulate each one of your senses, and project her mind into the astral plane.
Jean is also an expert telekinetic, capable of forming energy barriers, deconstructing giant machines, and even halting the blood flow to your brain.
Starting to feel
That's
like the
kinda
guy
cool.
with big hands who can climb good is a little out of place, but Jean's life would change forever. Again, on one fateful mission.
Trapped piloting a ship through a solar storm, the Marvel Girl came into contact with an incredible energy. It merged with her, greatly enhancing her power.
But there was a catch. This thing wasn't just a power boost. It was a giant space bird.
More like a cosmic being, which is the embodiment of the Big Bang.
It's the embodiment of the Big Bang? I don't understand Marvel lore. I don't pretend to get it. It's almost as convoluted as fucking DC with the source code to the life code or whatever. It's all kind of bullshit to me, but I mean, if this is what they want, this is what they'll get.
Destined to
Well,
consume all of existence at the end of time. This
With it.
is the Phoenix Force.
Well, merging with the fire chicken didn't turn out so great, cause all it wanted to do was blow shit up. Hey, why don't
Also
I
with
get a Phoenix Force? That sounds awesome.
The Phoenix Force desires destruction. Its fire will one day consume all of existence. That's its purpose. Unfortunately,
nice.
this need for annihilation would prove too much for Jean, manipulating and corrupting her until a thoughtless moment where she obliterated an entire civilized planet. Billions of lives simply erased. This
Yeah,
was
but-
the dawn of the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, when Jean figured out what happened, she was not okay. No matter how hard she tried to kill the Phoenix's influence, it would always rise back up. Good, because it's a Phoenix.
And so, rather than allow this absolute power to consume her, Jean heroically sacrificed herself, ending the threat.
I just don't believe that was heroic. I'm just saying, like, there was other options. There's always other options. Just pointing that out.
What a beautifully tragic story about the corrupting influence of power on the human spirit.
Not
Lame.
really. Turns out that wasn't actually Jean. The Phoenix was just kind of pretending to be her. She came back later. Oh, and she merged with the Phoenix again.
Well, that's
Oh.
stupid. But hey,
Yeah.
absolute power may corrupt absolutely, but it also absolutely owns.
As the Phoenix, Jean can channel
Void Falcon, World Destroyer, Tippereth, Energy Manipulation, Flight, Immortality, Life Force Manipulation, Phoenix Avatar Possession, Pyrokinesis, Regeneration, Soul Manipulation, and Gene fucking Control.
vast amounts of
Oh, sorry, Time Control. God damn.
cosmic energy, absorb power from others, manipulate matter down to the subatomic level, and even scorch your soul with psionic flames.
No! I'm saying no! I don't want to deal with this. I wouldn't want to deal with any of this. Fuck all this, actually. Like, the world of the X-Men has to be horrid when this is just your dorm room mate. This like you're living with somebody and they're just doing this shit. That's crazy. That's not the vibe.
Flames that take the shape of the Phoenix itself, grow to the size of a universe, and burn hotter than a supernova. The Phoenix can basically do anything. Stop time, open portals, see the future, raise the dead, and create pocket realities just for fun.
She can fly at massively faster than light speeds and wage mental battles across infinite distances in seconds.
I feel like a lot of this had to have come from, like, them running out of ideas in the 80s or 90s, almost going out of business, and then just, shit happening. And so they were like, they need to fight bigger and badder threats. Kids don't want them to just fight Nazis anymore. We have to come up with something awesome. Why don't we take one of people's less than favorable characters and turn them into a supervillain? But for them to fight a supervillain, they have to. The world needs to be at stake. The universe needs to be at stake. And then they wrote this, and then the power scaling was like, well, what's Daredevil doing against this thing? Nothing. Fuck that.
Pollo Loco even boosted Jean's natural mutant abilities to the max. She's physically strong enough to fight the Thing, and she's a stronger telepath than Moondragon was with the Mind Gem. You know, the Infinity Gauntlet bling that controls all minds in the universe?
And should Jean fall, the Phoenix can always resurrect her. So long as her soul remains intact, it will reform.
Even without the Phoenix Force, Jean has telekinetically rebuilt her body from nothing but her spirit and mental energy. That is ridiculously fucking stupid that you can do that with telekinesis. Ridiculously fucking stupid.
From her body, no matter how many times it's destroyed.
Which is good, since she's died literally 15 times. As of this recording, at least. She probably died again in 2024.
As of July 26, 2023, sometime after this recording took place, Jean Grey has died a 16th time. You're fucking kidding me. No. No.
But hey, when Jean's not
I
around,
don't
the
believe
Phoenix
that.
has jumped into other people. Rachel Gray, Hope Summers, Firehair. It's got a thing for redheads.
Oh,
Well,
you
yeah.
think it was a bad idea to have Jocelyn study it?
I demand a raise!
Oh, God.
Nah, she's fine.
Well, even with plenty of hosts to choose from, the Phoenix would often end up back with Jean.
Like a clingy, codependent ex. While Jean might be stuck in a kind of love Ouroboros with Scott, Logan, Emma, basically everyone, her true bestie is the Phoenix.
Because
Listen, Jean Grey could be your favorite, but I'm going to quote a very famous rapper in saying that she's like a doorknob because everyone gets a turn. And that's fucked up, but like, I just think it's a funny phrase. Or like being like, community. Calling a snack community. But Jean Grey, I don't know shit. For the streets, who knows? I don't know. If you could smash an X-Men, who would you smash? I think Storm. To be real, I think Storm would be it. I respect Storm. Or who am I thinking of? Rogue? Who's the one who'll kill me when she touches me? I feel like that sweet release of death has to be nice. Well, answer in the comments below.
according to the Phoenix Force, she is its perfect vessel. The Phoenix is powerful enough to stalemate Galactus and defeat the being Necrom, who was going to collapse the multiverse into a singularity. With all
Yeah, what the fuck? How is there any interesting story with the X-Men if everything they're doing is this bullshit? If every single time the X-Men form up together, it's like, we're stopping a universe-ending event. That's the only time these mutants get together. They don't just...
Old Man Logan as its host, the Phoenix saved the entire Omniverse from destruction.
Yeah, basically the embodiment of the previous multiverse got mad and tried to flood reality with his evil juices. So, Old Man Phoenix held back a tsunami that would have erased all of Marvel Comics.
Let's move on. Even
That's
after
kind of awesome.
multiple possessions,
Reverse Scarlet Witch's No More Mutant spell caused eternity to convulse with pain, could kill the Beyonder in the White Hot Room, forestalled Necrom's multiversal singularity, waged mental battle across infinite dimensions, stabilized the reality-ending M-Crayon Crystal, defeated Professor X, Galactus, Necrom. Why are you putting Professor X in there like that's a fucking feat? Sublimed the adversary. Like, when I think of the biggest, strongest characters in Marvel, Professor X is not in top 10. Literally, Professor X projected himself into somebody's mind, but he was walking. That's it. That's the strongest Professor X gets, is projecting himself walking in other people's minds. I know he's a much stronger fucking mutant than that. I'm just fucking around. Jesus Christ, don't get mad at me. I know you Marvel fans cannot take a joke to save your fucking life.
Jean was never quite free from the influence of the Dark Phoenix and the
Lame.
threat of its ultimate destruction.
But Jean's like the nicest and most patient person ever, so
Cap.
she eventually sort of got through to the Phoenix Force.
And with their combined power emotionally stabilized, Jean reached her ultimate state of being,
She
the
became-
White Phoenix of the Crown.
She became blonde. Like what?
Sounds like a Dark Souls boss, and just as bullshit. White Phoenix is a perfect merging of Jean and the Phoenix Force, allowing her to control time and space and hold friggin' universes in her hand.
And
Oh,
giving her dominion
cool.
over the White Hot Room, the highest plane of existence and the center of the Phoenix's power.
Even with Taiaya, a lesser host than Jean, the White Hot Room's power boost was great enough to dwarf the Beyonder and God of Stories Loki.
Beyond the far shore of reality, it is a dimension the Phoenix has complete control over and even gets stronger while in it.
But Phoenix could never get out of that let's kill everyone mindset, so Jean finally confronted it and dumped his ass. Yeah, she dumped a cosmic god of destruction. You go, girl, time to take back the good old days of, wait, they're calling her Marvel Girl again? Roll it back.
But like a
Lame.
phoenix, the two will inevitably rise again and reunite, refreshed and renewed, with a passion that can melt stars and set our souls aflame.
Cute but lame. Nightcrawler is one of my favorite Marvel heroes. I think he's a king.
This episode is sponsored by
There we go.
BetterHelp.com/deathbattle.
Did we see Raven? No, we haven't seen Raven yet.
Once upon a midnight dreary, the demon Lord Trigon had a plan to escape his extra-dimensional prison.
By manipulating a poor young Gothamite named Angela Roth, he would spawn a half-demon child that would summon him to Earth.
See, this is one of the many reasons you don't live in Gotham. Thankfully, Angela was rescued and taken to a dimension called Azarath.
Why is it always Gotham? Why can't Gotham just get its shit under control? First off, the way it treats its mentally unwell is just not right. I've seen Arkham Asylum. I wouldn't want to go there. Maybe a good test of whether or not society is working, excuse me, is not how much I would like to go to their prisons. Just a thought. I'm not saying it's a good thought, I'm just saying it is a thought.
Filled with a bunch of smelly space hippies.
And there, she would have her doomed daughter, Raven.
The Azarathians were terrified of Raven. If she ever lost control of herself, even for a moment, she could release Trigon into the world and kickstart the apocalypse.
So they trained her to control her
How? What do you mean, lost sight of it? She's fucking a child. She's not fucking a child. She is fucking, comma, no. Is a, comma, no. Grammatically, how do you word this to say that she's a child, but using the word fucking as like an adjective or as a modifier to express that I am upset that she's a child, and how would a child be able to control their emotions and not let a demon king out? I don't really know the right way to say that. I don't have the wherewithal or the thought processy to say that. I don't know. I could tell you that I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to cut this mustache hair after the next video comes out, or after the next video record. I'm pissed. I keep catching it and it's annoying me, and now that I pointed it out, other people are going to say it, and it's like, you can see it, and it's like, why? Why does this hair exist? Why are you there? I don't know. I'm going the wrong way. It upsets me greatly. But back to Raven.
mind, forbidding her from feeling
Oh, fuck. Rachel Roth, height 5'11", weight 139 pounds, founder of the New Titans, likes Friends, meditation, and gossip.
any emotions whatsoever, and thus suppress Trigon's influence. Which is smart, since even without Trigon, she's strong enough to accidentally destroy the universe.
I don't know, Wiz. Being told that
Yeah.
if I get too mad or too happy I'd let loose the actual devil might just make me a tad bit stressed out of my goddamn mind. I call it the
Been there.
prequel trilogy School of Psychotherapy. And much like
Yeah.
a Jedi, Raven learned some sick magical powers.
Raven is an empath and can sense the emotions of others even from across the universe. She can shape those emotions so precisely it acts as a form of mind control.
She can sense your presence, absorb and redirect your pain, steal your energy for herself, communicate telepathically, erase memories, or just turn your brain off and put you to sleep.
I just feel like you don't win against that. You don't like if the Phoenix Force is all about, well, I guess the Phoenix Force can do the same thing. So it's a matter of who can do it first. So is this going to be a game of speed? Phoenix Force wins. Phoenix Force wins that shit.
Her telepathy is so strong, she could resist a mental attack from the Hive Queen, whose psionic abilities could overpower even Superman's.
Raven guarded multiple people from the Hive Queen simultaneously, whose mind control is directly compared to Trigon's influence, which Raven is constantly
mental
resisting.
defenses.
God, I could use that some nights. And he can resist mind control from dudes who can destroy the multiverse. Seems like she's got this emotion shit locked down. What's the problem?
Her very soul. While her body is ostensibly human, her soul is the locus for Trigon's corruption, and she can separate it from her own body in the form of her silhouette.
It's a bird! It's a plane! No, that's just a bird!
This soul self is non-corporeal and can be controlled from an interstellar
Soul Self, manifestation of her soul, possession, regeneration, shapeshifting, separate from her life force. Ebon's sword.
distance away. She can use it to fly, teleport across dimensions, possess people, smash ponies like a battering ram, and even absorb things into a pocket dimension of infinite darkness.
Or the nightmares.
It can also regenerate from complete disintegration.
Sort of like a soul healing factor. You know, they probably should have thought twice about making the person who could accidentally end the world such a badass.
Given Raven's fear of her dreaded destiny, it's fitting that her soul self should take the form of her namesake, a raven. Across multiple mythologies and cultures, the raven symbolizes prophecy, death, and ill omen.
Hey, if ravens mean...
I thought the amount of ravens matter. Like, one raven's death, two is prosperity or some shit. Meaning, symbology is a weird thing when you realize that it... What? Like, what? Who sat there and was like, oh, this symbol mean... I don't fuck with it. I don't agree.
Bad news. What about gooses?
Geese
You
are
wanna
insane.
fight me, motherfuckers? Bring it. I'll nibble you.
Hey, what he said?
I'll nibble your eyes out.
Gonna nibble you.
See ya, suckers.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
That's gonna be
right.
a problem.
They symbolize assholes.
Upon
Well-
turning 8,
First off, my nickname for my significant other is Goose, because I'm a silly goose. But, like, fuck you for that one.
Raven feared Trigon's growing presence and went to Earth to form a super team capable of combating him.
Screw you, Satan! It's the Teen Titans! These
it.
kids may seem like the Justice League Junior Edition, but with Raven as their white and black mage combo, they were out kicking butt and saving the world.
You can add Warrior too. On one of their adventures, Raven's physical body was enhanced to match Donna Troy, an Amazonian strong enough to withstand a blast from the Universe Buster Monarch.
Well, that's
Dope. Universe Buster Monarch, dope, but like, here's the question. Here's the thought process. Here's the vibe. Here's the. Why is she the leader of the Justice of the Teen Titans when it's always assumed to be, Dick Grayson, the Red Robin, not Red Robin, just Dick Grayson, Nightwing? Isn't that the assumption? I always assumed it was Robin. It says, what was it, Raven? Teen Titans, the show, never made it out to be Raven.
just bad game design.
Raven's vast arsenal of magic includes lightning, force field,
Oh, fuck. Astral projection, empathy, manipulation, force fields, flight, illusions, matter manipulation, physical and spiritual hearing, precognition, sleep inducement, soul manipulation, telepathy, telekinesis, teleportation, and
illusions,
time control.
telekinesis, shapeshifting, matter manipulation, stopping and traveling through time, and most dangerously, her control over souls.
She can rip your soul out of your body and absorb it to get stronger, even
Oh.
controlling a universe full of souls. All
Wait a minute. Would she be able to rip the Phoenix Force out of Phoenix then? Yeah, she should be able to do that.
at once is no big deal.
And should someone attempt to possess her, she can tether their soul to hers, absorbing them.
Like in a possible future timeline where she did just that to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. She got strong enough to destroy all of creation.
Oh,
She
that's
was called
awesome.
the Unkindness.
In Dark Crisis, The Deadly Green, issue number 1, present-day Raven entered a lesser unkindness state via close proximity with the Great Darkness.
Which is actually the term for a group of ravens. Neat.
All of these
Oh.
powers made her an incredible asset for the Titans. No longer alone in Azarath, awaiting inevitable doom, Raven found a new home with new friends.
We
And
love
a
that.
potential green-skinned love interest that DC is too cowardly to commit to.
Facts!
Come on, guys. We all ship it.
Alongside Raven, the
Facts!
Titans have defeated the Church of Blood, the alien conqueror Mongol, and the Brotherhood of Evil. However, the more
Yeah.
Raven used her powers, the more Trigon's influence grew, unleashing
yeah.
a frightening transformation. Dark Raven.
Yeah, you can throw empathy.
First off, if it's I feel like most things that are frightening do not start with the phrase dark and then blah. If you ask, it's like, oh, there's an evil version of Matthew. What's it called? Dark Matthew. Like, it's just, it don't hit the same. I don't want to pretend like it hits the same when we all know it doesn't hit the same. That's all. That's
The
all I'm
window.
getting at.
As Dark Raven, she's a force of pure destruction. A perfect
Oh.
vanguard for her pop's hellish army.
Like
With
in the New 52 era, where she led Trigon's forces, conquering worlds for, quote, an eternity.
Even destroying her body won't do.
Frequently resisted Trigon's influence, her soul self grew larger than the sun. Fought for 3 days straight on the astral plane. Matched Donna Troy in Unbound Astar. Soul self flew from Earth to Tamarian. Conquered numerous worlds in the New 52 timeline. Ended every plane of existence as the Unkindness. Defeated Brother Blood, Mongol, Teen Titans. 1 second. Neron and Trigon.
Much. She'll just keep fighting as
I
a
don't
messed
see
up
it.
demon ghost.
But the Titans were not fair-weather friends. With their love and support, Raven overcame her dark side and
like
purified her soul to battle her all-powerful father.
We've been
That is
talking
cute.
around him for a while, but Trigon is one of the biggest, baddest mother effers in DC Comics. Literally, evil personified. He's
Doubt.
wiped out the Justice League with no effort, including our old pal, pre-crisis Superman.
The same
Oh, pre-crisis Superman? Oh, okay.
Superman who flew so fast he broke the bonds of infinity. Trigon's destroyed entire
Oh.
universes, matched the fifth-dimensional imp Mr. Mxyzptlk, and even killed Dr. Fate in an alternate dimension. The same Dr. Fate who flew across reality at the velocity of God.
Yeah, he's pretty strong, but so is
What?
Raven. You see, Raven was raised as a pacifist, afraid that if she let loose her father's powers would kill everyone she loved.
But in truth, Raven's power never belonged to her father in the first place.
That's
it was
hot.
hers. And
That's
Trigon
hot.
had no idea how strong.
By the way, when I'm saying that's hot, I'm quoting the Will Smith, like, aha, yeah, that's hot, that's hot. You know, the most disliked YouTube rewind of all time, that thing. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain my references, but I'm going to from now on because people just simply don't fucking get them. So, yeah, that's hot. That's hot. She's taking
Strong
control of
his
herself.
daughter
That's hot.
really
Good for her.
was.
With the Rings of Azar, Raven bonded with Azarath to overpower Trigon.
The Azarathian spirits channels into Raven remain within her soul self. Raven has since defeated Trigon again on
And
her
destroy
own.
his soul. Even though her body got nuked in the process, she just kept superheroing without it. That's right, as a ghost.
But even
Dope.
without her father's direct influence, Raven's incredible power continued to prove impressive. Like the time she fought the Spectre in Unbound.
Raven battled Aztar while he was unbound, an even more powerful state than the Spectre's normal level. First off, the Spectre is by far one of the most interesting heroes. I loved him in Kingdom Come.
An angel of wrath whose conflicts often threaten all of reality.
Long have the legends of old proclaimed the awesome might of the Goth GF, but I never knew they were true until this day, Wizard.
Okay.
No, I get
Portents
it.
of
I
Doom
get
are
it.
nothing new for this shadow-clad sorceress. With
Yeah.
her teammates at her side, there's no future this Titan can't overcome.
Hey, man, that's beautiful. But her teammates aren't at her side. She's gonna be fighting the Phoenix Force. Dummies.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
With it.
It's time for a bird battle! Caw-caw!
We're gonna go with. We're gonna go with Phoenix. We're gonna go with Phoenix. Stick with your gut. Double down. Always double down, Matthew. That's what you do best. Wait. Who's got bigger tits? Ooh, yep, Phoenix. We're
Come
staying
to
with
burn
Phoenix.
my home to ashes.
The demon inside you is too strong to be left alive. I'm sorry. This is for the good of the universe.
Alright, first off, the Teen Titans beat Go Hard. Oh. Ooh, and the X-Men
Azarath
theme?
Metreon Zethos!
Easy flap.
Darkness take you!
Threw her in a pocket dimension?
What's the matter? Afraid of the dark.
Okay.
You don't control my mind!
Oh, gotcha. Oh, they're battling by touching brains with each other because they're brain battling. I like that. Oh, Trigon took control. Yeah.
It's too late for you now!
Oh. Come on, girl. Let's go, Phoenix. Yes. Why do I feel like this battle was very close? I feel like they're gonna say that this battle was a close battle. Oh, okay, she can just do that.
Let me cleanse you of your demons. Sear and scorch them all away!
I don't.
No, I'll take this pain from you.
Yeah. Is she gonna be the White Phoenix now?
Enough! I'm taking everything that twisted you to somewhere white, hot, pure!
I don't see how this. Is it just the hyperbolic time chamber? Or it feels like. Okay.
Scott, Charles, everyone, give me strength!
I am not the daughter of a demon.
I am a daughter of Azarath. Azarath Metreon Zethos!
All right, I'm not gonna lie. This do be looking dope as shit. But like, come on, Phoenix, you gotta pull through. Now she's dead. Yeah. I doubled down. I shouldn't have doubled down, but respect. Yeah, this makes sense.
I'm home.
Yep. Yep.
KO!
Yeah,
You
no, I get
know,
it.
I think they could have just talked this one out.
This was a nail-biter, and perhaps that's surprising, since Raven's reputation hardly matches that of the almighty Phoenix.
Probably because
yeah.
Raven's always holding back. When she does it, you don't have to dig too deep to see that these two are evenly matched in power.
The Phoenix Force was strong enough to hold
Phoenix, more showing of high-end power. Phoenix Force has more experience. Lacked spiritual defenses. Couldn't destroy the Soul Self. Counters most of Jean's abilities. More options to end the fight. Soul Self would always regenerate. Theoretically, less stamina.
expect the destruction of
Yeah.
all creation. But Raven had multiple showings of battling similarly powerful characters like Trigon and the Spectre. And both could compete
Fair.
with speeds exceeding infinity.
Sure, Jean got a power boost in the white hot room, but that didn't make
Though it may be technically be harvested from primal Kyrans found on the Red Hot Room, neither Jean nor the Phoenix have ever weaponized the anti-magic properties of Mysterium.
her invincible. The Phoenix has been overpowered there before, like by this big green cat. So throw stats out the window. This fight came down to their abilities.
Both were immeasurably powerful telepaths. Both could control matter and time. And
Yeah.
both could absorb each other's energy.
With
However, Raven's ability to survive and fight as just her soul meant that most of Jean's offensive arsenal could not end the fight.
The Phoenix Force could have attempted to possess Raven's soul, but Raven has tethered her essence to other similarly powerful beings and absorbed them in the past.
And while the Phoenix's fire has shown to burn souls, Raven's has regenerated from complete disintegration.
On the flip side,
No, this
Jean
makes sense.
actually had very little defense against Raven's soul manipulation. The Phoenix could regenerate Jean's body, but not her spirit.
When Rachel Gray's soul was shattered, the Phoenix was actually incapable of healing it on its own. And while the Phoenix Force itself will be reborn in the White Hot Room, this can take months.
Raven has resisted dimensional replacement, teleported out of infinity transcendent realms. I can't read words good when they're this far away. It is unlikely she could be forced into a trap or the White Hot.
Years, even
Gotcha.
centuries.
So it could be one hell of a war of attrition, but ultimately only Raven had the ability to finish this battle.
Jean Grey was one
Yeah,
of
I
the
get that.
strongest beings we've ever seen. But Raven's own awesome might, brilliant magic, and unique soul-destroying powers snuffed out her fire for good.
Will the
Yeah, I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have doubled down on the Phoenix. I really shouldn't have. But like, damn it, I can't help myself. I love me the Phoenix. All can I say? I'm a sick fuck. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you guys don't mind, which mutant ability would you want to have and why? Question of the day. I will catch all of you tomorrow. Post every day. Have a good one.